Millions of Americans are anxiously awaiting news of the next Social Security increase, a topic that's been circulating in Congress and among advocacy groups for years. With multiple lawmakers proposing various plans to raise benefits by hundreds of dollars each month, the question remains, why the delay? The answer lies in complex negotiations around a larger legislative relief package aimed at addressing the ongoing cost of living crisis affecting retirees and vulnerable groups across the country. As inflation continues to strain household budgets, lawmakers are exploring both direct benefit increases and indirect financial relief like utility discounts, tax credits, and child benefits. Currently, eyes are fixed on the upcoming inflation report, which will shape the 2026 Cost of Living Adjustment (COLA). While the last COLA of 2.5% left many seniors disappointed, early estimates for 2026 suggest a potentially even lower increase of 2.3%, prompting concern. However, new tariffs from the Trump administration, starting at a base of 10% with some possibly exceeding 50%, are expected to exert upward pressure on inflation. That could result in a higher COLA, but at the cost of current financial hardship. President Trump's aggressive tariff stance, especially toward China, could spike consumer prices, which, while boosting COLA figures in the future, may worsen day-to-day affordability now. Furthermore, the Federal Reserve is watching closely, delaying interest rate cuts to observe tariff-induced inflation before taking monetary action, making Jerome Powell and the Fed key players in determining whether Social Security beneficiaries get a significant raise. Another critical issue is the current COLA calculation, which uses the CPI-W index rather than the CPI-E, a metric that better reflects senior spending. Advocates argue that switching to CPI-E could mean an additional $100 to $200 per month in benefits. Meanwhile, more seniors are being forced out of retirement, finding that their Social Security checks and the meager COLA are insufficient, especially as Medicare premiums rise. Local governments are stepping in with state-level programs like utility discounts and property tax relief for seniors, children, and low-income families. The situation is complex, with inflationary forces pulling in multiple directions, and with recession fears lingering if tariffs suppress consumer spending. But one thing is clear: the federal government, along with state officials, is under mounting pressure to act. Whether it's through a new legislative push to reform the COLA formula, targeted stimulus, or inflation relief policies, change is coming. As inflation and economic policies evolve, so too will the support systems for retirees, veterans, disabled individuals, and low-income Americans. In the meantime, staying informed on inflation data, Federal Reserve decisions, and congressional bills will be critical for anyone relying on Social Security to make ends meet. So keep your eyes on Washington and your ears open. What happens next could dramatically shape your financial future.